Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. Before we get started on this, I would like to kind of shout out to Diane Martel, who recently passed away from cancer at the age of 63. She is probably one of my inspirations. She's made some of the most iconic music videos of all time, including Blurred Lines and We Don't Stop, amongst a lot of other ones, including one of my favorites, Case of the X with Maya. She also delved into J-pop and K-pop, doing music videos for Boa and Iconic. So she was kind of all over the place from every genre, so that's cool. As someone who's been definitely inspired by music videos, just in general, all throughout their childhood and all of that, especially like my childhood, my first experience kind of like being coherent and understanding what music videos are is from watching The Box. And if people don't really know what The Box is, it was basically MTV, but like you can pay to kind of like watch like your favorite music video. The way that The Box worked is that they'll have like a whole rotation of music videos. They only played music videos, mind you. So you'll basically pay like $1 or something, $1 to like $3.50. You call in and you have these codes run on the screen and during the music video or on a ticker. So you'll basically have an opportunity to watch your favorite music video if you paid like from between like $2.50 to like $3. It was very popular in the UK and very popular back in the days of America until about 2001, where it got shut down and replaced by MTV2, which we still have today, if I remember correctly. Music videos as a whole has been a thing for a long time. From like the Ed Sullivan Show, people used those live performances as music videos per se, to MTV starting up in 1981, to the VMAs, to Michael Jackson single-handedly saving MTV from bankruptcy. I believe that music videos as a form of filmmaking has been so more readily available than ever before. Meaning, somebody can make a music video on a phone, or they can just have a performance video and just have it pass as a music video. Like someone can just record a live performance like, oh, that's my music video. Or you can grab like a cheap DSLR and basically make a music video out of that. Just letting you know, I am guilty of all of this as well. So, it's a thing, is as well. This has been so different as of lately. So nowadays it's very just so accessible that it kind of gets misunderstood as a form of artistic direction. I mean, music videos are such a different time trying to parse what is considered a music video and how does a music video fit into the current landscape of filmmaking. Well, the current landscape of filmmaking right now has been, you kind of get what you get. Big studio movies are hard to come by nowadays, and money is always tight. You have to be creative. And now music videos, since there aren't as much of a money-making machine as they used to, it's been more a way to kind of like creatively get your juices out. Pause. It's been more of a way to creatively fulfill. There's been a multitude of directors who've got their start making music videos. Some of our most iconic ones, like Hype Williams, Spike Jonze, F. Gary Gray, David Fincher, the Daniels. Those have been a multitude of directors who had been able to get their start making music videos and then translate that into making features, making television shows, winning awards for them. One of my personal favorites directors when it comes to music videos has been Melina Masukas, of course Diane Martel, may she rest in peace, Joseph Kahn, and I'm not gonna lie, there's been a soft spot for me for Hype Williams because a lot of his aesthetics, a lot of his music videos I grew up with personally on The Box, on MTV, BET, VH1. His aesthetics has been something that I've noticed that has changed a lot of hip-hop as a whole anyway. So shout out to him for that. Music videos have been one of the few mediums of filmmaking that has like little to no like really return, but has been such a great starting point for many people to get their start with their style, when it comes to their aesthetics, when it comes to just learning how to use that storytelling that comes from music videos as a form of storytelling to push towards features or TV shows and whatnot. When it comes to music videos, when it comes to the genres of music videos, the main things that come to mind have been really like hip hop, R&B, and rock. Those have been a lot of the, and pop. Like those have been like the main genres people think of when they think of, oh, a music video. And many people along those lines, like especially with Michael Jackson, with Thriller, and a lot of his music video taste has influenced others. There's been many people who made these music videos that have influenced others. Shoot, even to this day, there was a recent example of a music video referencing Janet Jackson's Pleasure Principle, or a music video referencing a lot of Madonna's iconic music videos from way back in the day. Speaking of Madonna, David Fincher, he made Express Yourself and has gone on to make a multitude of like fantastic movies like Fight Club, and other music video directors who have gone on to make some fantastic material have been like F. Gary Gray. He's made Friday, Spike Jonze, Her, The Daniels, Everything Everywhere All at Once, which famously became one of the most awarded movies of all time. And I will also go to say, like with other music video directors, they've gone on to actually make films themselves. Anthony Mandler, who's mostly famous for working with Rihanna, has made a few movies. Joseph Kahn, who I also am really inspired by, working with Taylor Swift and Britney Spears, for example. He's gone on to make a few movies himself, including I think one Ick that is either come out recently or is coming out soon. And even across the pond, like all over the world, you have a lot of influence on these music video directors in forms of music videos in terms of K-pop, where K-pop has taken a lot of this glossy, very high polished, highly finished material and expanded towards trying to make more artistic strides in terms of the artist. Brand that comes to mind in terms of K-pop is Digipedi, who's worked extensively with a multitude of K-pop artists who are more artistically inclined or pushes more artistic elements. Luna is a prime example of kind of like their breakout. Zany Bros is also a artistically inclined music video group in Korea as well. Nowadays, when it comes to a lot of music videos, it's almost as if there are very few directors who are kind of making their name now, but there's actually quite a few. A couple of names come to mind. Dave Meyers, who really has a surrealist, kind of sometimes on the nose kind of approach to filmmaking and his music videos. One of my favorite examples from Dave Meyers is Lisa's New Woman, speaking of K-pop. And Lyrical Lemonade. Lyrical Lemonade is a directive collective that has been very pivotal in the scene of hip-hop and venturing over towards the mainstream. I want to say a couple of prime examples was like working with Vic Mensa, Chance the Rapper's brother Taylor, even now working with Jenny and Doechii and Extra L. Cole, I think his name's Cole Bennett, has really kind of taken his own approach to filmmaking and making music videos and just really just blew up. There's also been more so like a misunderstood way of music videos as a singularly promotional kind of tactic. In Japan, as of probably before maybe about 2015, 2016, over the past decade, a lot of Japanese like J-pop music videos have kind of gone from being called promotional videos because those videos are used to promote something, to actually kind of having more artistic strides in their own right. So you see kind of a shift from just having music video as such a strictly promotional vehicle over to having it to be more of like our tour's artistic side of things. And there's been also like a multitude of music videos that have been connected as if it's a whole universe, or has been used as a package deal to where you can make a whole feature film or have a whole thing out of it. Prime examples include Beyonce, mostly with Lemonade and Self-Titled, but well, also you can veer it back towards her B-Day era where she created a visual album. One more example has been the recent Ariana Grande release with Brighter Days Ahead, where she took a concept from Eternal Sunshine, from, We Can't Be Friends, Let's Wait for Your Love, the concept of that music video where, speaking of inspirations, comes from Michael Gondry's Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind, taking the concepts from that movie, which Michael Gondry made, and taking it and making a whole thing out of it in her own right. And it recently won Video of the Year at the 2025 Video Music Awards. People used to celebrate music videos for artistic mediums, and the Video Music Awards was one of those pivotal things towards that. However, over time, it has been more just a cultural statement rather than just a plain celebration of these artistic mediums that are called music videos. And while you can still get a good bit of play, you can still get a good bit of press from the music videos on VMAs, doing live performances there, it doesn't really feel the same, if that makes sense. But the cultural impact that the music video award has had, the Moon Man, thanks to MTV, has been nothing short of just a huge impact. Comparing it to like the Grammys of music videos at some certain point in time. You can also say that many artists have taken upon themselves to direct their own music videos as well. For example, there's many like smaller, you can say, music videos that artists direct, to things like Taylor Swift directing her own music videos at a certain point, and Billie Eilish directing her own music videos as of this latest album era with Hit Me Hard and Soft. As a medium, I've in particular have been just really inspired by just like the way that music videos has been able to just establish artists and establish styles, establish aesthetics, and also be a way to not have an artist really not only like articulate themselves to express themselves, but also use it as one of the first forms of collaboration between a director and an artist, to collaborate, to conceptualize, and to just make a soundscape through music and have a visual that correlates to that lush, like, or harsh, or whatever sound you can use to describe your music. I love that. One of those beautiful collaborations. So I really just love that. I guess to wrap things up, it's just been a great time to just kind of explore music videos as something that has been an inspiration to me for such a long time. Not only as a music video lover, but also as a filmmaker, and also as just someone who just loves media as a whole. Filmmaking has been a valid form of filmmaking for so long, and it's always been misunderstood. And I really am happy that people kind of see how misunderstood it is, and I would love for it to make a comeback. So, editing Jason here. An important note I really realized I forgot to add in is the fact that like music videos are valid as a filmmaking form, in terms of like that it can be criticized and analyzed in the same way that most films are, because like there are still a lot of like visual and storytelling cues and a lot of techniques that music videos have that other feature films had. I thoroughly believe that because of that, music videos should be able to be viewed in the same way as we do like TV, film, and other forms of content. That we have now that we criticize, that we analyze, and that we have discourse over. So just kind of adding that in there because I think that's just important to be said. I didn't talk about it during the first time, so yeah, going. Shout out to Diane Martel. May she rest in peace. And this is Jason out. See you in the next video.